But as you're ready, please join me on your back on your mat. Go ahead and lay all the way down. And as you do, take your time to fully connect spine with earth. It might feel good to plant the soles of the feet about hip-width distance apart, using that pressure, that bit of leverage to kind of snuggle your hips a little closer to your heels, as if you could lengthen your lower back that way. Perhaps a turn of the head from right to left, gently drawing the chin in toward the chest, will lengthen the neck as well. For just a few breaths, you choose how to be. Legs straight in a full-on Shavasana, bent like a bridge pose prep. You can have the knees flopped open, soles united, in Supta Baddha Konasana if you need a little hip opening. But no matter what's going on, just see it. Whatever happened today, whatever is going on off your mat right now, and just acknowledge. You might even take a good look around, sipping in your surroundings, leaving nothing to curiosity. Just acknowledging all. So that when you are ready to come to a place of still, if you'd like to close your eyes, knocking out all that external information you've just taken in, go ahead. You know what's there, so you can leave it there. Can you be okay with the way things are within now? And within that space of content, or as yogis say, santosha, can you focus all of your awareness on the next inhalation? Maybe ask yourself what it is that you notice. Is it the breath rushing in through the nostrils? That expansive feeling as it fills the lungs, the chest, the belly. Or maybe it's the contraction of the space around the body. What do you need to do to make this exhalation be the only thing going on anywhere, the most interesting sound, the most amazing feeling? Do you let it out through the mouth in a big sigh? Do you blow it between the lips? Or just softly let it roll out through your nostrils? For a few more cycles of breath here, see if you can focus, if you can keep coming back to the breath. All awareness upon the breath. The perfect subject to offer the subjective mind. Now begin to wiggle your fingers and toes a little, sinking any emotion you choose to invite with the breath. as if all action was choreographed to the inhalations and the exhales. If it's comfortable for you to straighten the legs, send them out along the mat, slide them together, spread your toes, and with your next inhalation, spiral your arms up overhead. Twirl the wrists, twinkle the fingers as you go. You might even take some tiny lateral stretches just to see if you can get a little bit longer, as if this one breath was pressing all the way from your center down to the tips of the toes, up to the tips of the fingers. With the exhalation, feel everything squeeze in toward your central axis. You might even scrunch the eyes shut a little tighter and draw the hands into fists. With the inhale, can you get any longer, opening the palms, spreading the fingers, and even the toes? With your exhale, slowly bend the right knee, drawing it in toward the body as the hands simultaneously reach for it. And squeeze it in toward the right shoulder for Pawan Muktasana. As you inhale, the belly fills with breath. The thigh presses away from the abdomen, the knee into the hands, so firmly that the arms might straighten. Your head can even lift off the mat. With the exhale, slowly lay it back down if it's lifted. Draw the knee in as tight as it wants to come. And with an inhale, you can open up again, lift a little, or you can trace a big, beautiful circle with the knee, starting to get the head of the thigh bone rolling through the hip socket, beginning to mobilize. With your next exhale, use the left hand to guide the right knee across the body, over to the left into a twist. As you do, just bring the right hand to your lower back. Fingers point down. The heel of the hand massages the sacrum. With an inhale, you might scoot the left shoulder slightly to the left. Maybe you turn the gaze up or even over the right shoulder. And with the exhale, you just see how heavy the whole body can become. Let go of clenching in the glutes, in the left fingers if they're holding the knee, in the toes. Breathe in deeply. Can you hear the sound of your own breath? Exhale. With an inhalation, slowly roll onto your back. Now move the left hand onto the left thigh to ground it, as the right hand reaches up for the right foot in a half-happy baby. The sole of the foot pointed skyward. As you exhale, pull down on that right foot, as the left hand presses down into the left thigh. As you inhale, send the right foot into the right hand. Doesn't matter how much. If you want to straighten the leg, you can. If you want to change the angle of it, you can. But with the exhale, squeeze back down into that half-happy baby or saddle pose. You might wiggle a little bit, negotiating space for that right side of the rib cage and the thigh. One more round of breath here. Let it move you. Inhale. You might round the spine a little bit, sending it deeper into the earth. And with the exhale, as you squeeze down on the foot, the spine might arch a little. Maybe you send the shoulder blades down deeper. A full inhale to slowly open back up into that long stretch. Right leg slides out alongside the left as the arms spiral back up overhead. You might take a little wiggle, those tiny lateral stretches, like you're stretching your whole body longer. And with the exhale, reach for your left knee, promptly squeezing it into Pawan Muktasana, wind release pose. Inhale, and that knee presses into the hands. Maybe the head lifts up off the earth. If it has, with the exhale, lay back down again. Inhale, you can open up or you can circle the knee, the top of the femur. And with the exhale, cruise into your twist, feeling every bit of it. Finding your way only as the last bit of breath escapes the lungs. With an inhale, you might adjust a little bit, wiggling right shoulder to the right as the left hand lands on the lower back. Breathe in. Where's your gaze? Is it up, to the right or the left? Breathe out. Can you let go anymore? Are you tensing the left shoulder? Are you clenching the jaw? Breathe in freely. Breathe out completely. Next, inhale as you slow return to the back. Left hand goes for the left foot as the right hand lands on the right thigh. With the exhale, draw that left foot down into your half happy baby pose. You might wiggle a little, taking that time to negotiate space. And with an inhale, you might change something. You might straighten the knee a little or send the foot further to the left. With the exhale, squeeze back down as much as you need. You can invoke a pretty deep stretch in the left hip here. A big opening in the right quadricep. Only take what you want for one more full cycle of breath. Long inhalation. Slow exhale to match. And an inhale to spiral open into that long stretch, hitting full length as the lungs inflate to their maximum capacity. With the exhale, hug both knees into the chest. Inhale, and you can take a sway right to left. Keep going. Or with the next breath, you might begin to rock up and down the length of the spinal column. Over the next breath or so, we'll make our way into tabletop position. So you might just tip to one side and crawl in, or you might rock and roll up over the knees, right into it. Take your time to make your way there. And then feel your way in, using the breath as your guide. Perhaps another sway side to side. As you find yourself in a place of balance between the right and the left sides. The light and the dark. The solar and the lunar. And with your next inhalation, just dip into cow pose, little arch of the spine. Might feel good to roll the shoulders back. As you exhale, curl into cat. Chin draws toward the chest as the tailbone tucks under. With the inhale, dive back into your cow pose, as if leading with the crown of the head. You might send the shoulders slightly forward so that you feel a little bit of tension in the wrists. If you have, when you exhale into cat pose, send the hips slightly back to take the pressure out of the wrists. But we'll move through a few more rounds your way. Keep it really linear. Feel free to add some circles of the head or the hips, or if you'd like, with your next inhale, cow pose, right arm forward, left leg back. If you're sticking with me with the exhale, curl, right elbow to left knee beneath the body, spine rounds just like cat pose. Inhale, and again we'll stretch long, right arm forward, left leg back. Exhale into tabletop. Inhale, a little dip into cow pose, left arm forward, right heel presses back. And with the exhale, curl, get as small as you can. And with the inhale, open up, get super long. Exhale into tabletop position. One more inhale here, we'll all unite in cow pose. With the exhale, slowly press the heart down to the earth between the thumbs. With an inhalation, slide into cobra pose. Let it be a really tiny one. Thighs, belly, hands on the earth. With the exhale, slowly lower the heart and the head. And you can stick with cobra, or you can reach the arms back alongside the hips. With an inhale, rise into cobra or lift the arms, heart and head for a half locust pose. With the exhale, lower down. We'll take a third cobra or a full locust, option to interlace the hands at the sacrum. As you inhale, lift up. Cobra, half locust, or add the legs to make it a full. Wherever you've chosen, pause for an exhalation. It's okay if you lower a bit, the whole body breathing. But with the inhale, see if you can lift just a touch higher. Surprise yourself. And with the exhale, let it go. We'll all land with the hands alongside the heart. An inhalation, and we'll lift into tabletop. Tuck your toes. As you exhale, slide into down dog. Simultaneously, the hips get light as the head gets heavy. Here, you can begin a pedal through the feet, some rolling in and out of plank, anything you like. Anything that feels good. Anything that warms up what you need. The hamstrings, the sides of the body. Maybe you take a twist, reaching right hand back to left ankle and the opposite. We're all here together, experiencing this practice, this community. But we all feel a little bit different, so let your practice reflect that. Let it be as unique as you are. One more deep, full round of breath here, maybe a bobble of the head to help lengthen not only the neck but the whole spine. With your next inhale, rise way up onto your toes. As you exhale, drop your heels over to the right. You can lean way into the right hand if it feels good to the left side of the body. But with the inhale, even up and down dog. Lift the right leg any amount from toes off the earth to way up into the sky. And with the exhale, let's step the right foot forward to the right edge of the right hand. So it's probably right along that edge of the mat. Good, low lunge. Drop the left knee to the earth. Inhale here, just pressing down into the mat. Feeling where you are. You can keep the back toes tucked if that's okay. Nice release for the sole of the foot. With the exhale, we're going to cruise back into a modified half split. So keep the hands where they are as you start to straighten the right leg. Let the head just drop between the shoulders. Inhale, and we'll come back into that low lunge. Maybe the heart lifts a bit. As you exhale, press back into that little Ardha Hanumanasana. Let your head get heavy. One more time with the inhale. Move into that low lunge. Exhale, and we'll pull back. You can flex the right toes pretty high if that feels okay on your calf. And with your inhale, rebend the right knee. Now lift the left. Stay for an exhalation. Inhale, and we'll peel the right fingers up to the sky into a twist. Stay for an exhale. Feel out where you are. Maybe you press the earth away. Maybe you send the left heel back. One more inhale. Stack the left shoulder above the left wrist. Feel free to gaze toward the sky. And with the exhalation, plank pose. Inhale, and we'll shift to the tips of the toes. As you exhale, lower the knees. Bend the elbows for a half chaturanga. And with your inhale, slide into cobra pose. Maybe a little higher than the previous. As you exhale, roll down to earth. Inhale, tabletop, toes tuck. Exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale lifts you up onto your toes. Press into each fingertip, both thumbs. With the exhale, drop the heels over to the left. Now you might lean so far into the left hand, you lift onto the right fingertips. But with the inhale, down dog, left leg lifts. Exhale, and we'll step the left foot off to the left edge of the mat. Right knee sinks. Pause for a breath in, really pressing down into the palms. As you exhale, straighten the left knee as the hips stack above the right. Let your chin fall toward your chest. Now we'll start to move. With the inhale, cruise forward. Heart can lift a little, depends how your back feels. Exhale to press back. Take it slow. Use not only the palms, but those tucked back toes. One more round here. Inhale, take it forward. If you lean to the left a little, you'll get a little more action in the hip. Exhale, and we'll press back. Inhale, lunge. Lift the right knee. Pause for an exhalation. Feel your stability. Inhale, and the left fingers peel up toward the sky. Exhale, and maybe send the whole body back slightly or open the heart a little wider. One more inhalation. Exhale, we'll lower the left hand down beside the right. Step the right foot up to the top of the mat. So you're in a pretty wide-legged forward fold. As you inhale, lift slightly. The knees can be bent, fingers on the earth or the shins. With the exhale, fold. Let the arms and head go super heavy. You can sway side to side here or clasp opposite elbows. Or you might bring the left hand to the right ankle. And with an inhale, reach the left fingers up high. If you have, with the exhale, lower the left fingers, drag them across the mat to the right ankle. And inhale the right hand up. Exhale and you'll fold, releasing deeply. Everyone, bend your knees a little bit or a lot, anywhere in between. Use a full inhale to roll up to stand. Give your shoulders a little tiny shimmy as you rise. Feel the legs straighten the spinal line as the head stacks on top. Let your exhale be the shoulders rolling back. In Tadasana, pause for an inhalation that rises all the way up the full length of you out through the crown. That exhale washes back down. reminding you, you know where you are. You can focus solely on how you want to be, how you wish to feel. Feel the next inhalation rise. Everything about you lengthens, strengthens. With the exhale, it all softens from the jaw to the shoulders, hands, glutes, feet. One more round of breath here. If you'd like, with the inhale, take a roll of your head to the right. If you have, with the exhale, take one to the left. Next inhale, reach up. Interlace all the fingers. Draw the hands down to cradle the head. Stay here using the thumbs to massage the neck, or with the exhale, lean the head back into the hands. If you've leaned back with the inhale, straighten up. And with the exhale, let's all sway to the right. Hips press left, only as deep as feels nice. Inhale and we'll rise up. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale and we'll lift. This time reach skyward. As you exhale, drag the hands past the head, beyond the heart, into your forward fold. The arms can be heavy, or you can plant the hands on the shins. With the inhale, lift halfway up, spine about parallel with the earth. And with your exhalation, let's step the left foot back into a lunge. Inhale, and the right fingers peel up toward the sky. With the exhale, lower the right hand. Inhale, down dog, right leg sweeps straight up to the sky. With the exhale, bend the knee, let the hip open any amount, up to you. One deep breath in, a circle of that right ankle if it feels good. And with the exhale, step the right foot forward to the outside of the right hand again. Keep the knee lifted. Take a breath in. With the exhale, straighten the right knee any amount. Press into the hands, let the head go heavy. And with the inhale, rebend that right knee. Lift the heart. Exhale, and we'll straighten the right knee. You can flex the foot up off the mat. One more time like that. Breathing in, right knee bends. Press into the back toes so the heel stacks above them. Breathing out, we'll straighten the right knee into this super modified pyramid pose. Inhale, rebend the right knee, reach right arm up to the sky. And with the exhale, lower the right hand. Step the left foot forward to the outside of the left hand. Sink the hips low into malasana. Crawl the fingertips forward. Take that little wiggle that allows you to slide the rib cage in between the thighs. Let your head drop now. And then take another round of breath here. Just feeling that length through the spine. The soft rounding that calms the nervous system. Now walk the hands back in toward the body. Slowly start to straighten the legs a bit. As you do, heel toe the feet back in toward one another. And with the inhale, lift about halfway up. As you exhale, fold right back down. Soften the knees and inhale to roll upward. Circle the wrists as you rise. Exhale, and the shoulders roll back. In Tadasana, a big breath seems to pulse through you. The exhale drains back out again. Inhale, and we'll reach up. This time interlace all but the index fingers. Point them a little higher. With the exhale, take that point over to the left as the hips press to the right. Inhale, we straighten up, the weight evens out between the feet. And exhale, point the other way. With the inhale, rise. Palms pressed together, fingers unlaced. Full exhale to fold into Uttanasana. Inhale and you lift halfway up for Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and we'll step the right foot back. Inhale, left fingers peel up. You might lean into the right hand pretty far. With the exhale, lower the left. Inhale brings you to your three-legged dog. Left toes sweep straight up behind you. With the exhale, knee bends, hip opens as much as feels right on this side. One breath, maybe one circle of the ankle. And with the exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Pause for a breath in. Check out where you are. And with the exhale, left knee straightens. Let your head go heavy. Check out the back foot. Is the right heel stacked above the toes? Does it feel good that way? As you inhale, rebend the left knee. Do you want to let the hips sink low or not? Does the heart rise a bit? Exhale and you press back. Maybe you flex the left toes up. With the inhale, again come into your lunge. One more time like that. With the exhale, the hips seem to slide up into the sky. Feel the hands supporting, the back toes balancing. And with your inhale, come back into your lunge. Reach the left arm toward the sky. Exhale, left hand to the mat, inside of the left foot. Right foot hops up to the outside of the right hand, hips sink low, malasana. And in your garland pose, keep the fingertips grounded, the elbows pressed to the insides of the knees. Stay as you are, or feel free to unite the palms in Anjali Mudra. Let your eyes flutter closed if that's comfortable. And take a deep breath in. Tailbone slightly tucked, chin lowered. Consider blowing the breath between the lips. One more round. Let this breath be the most interesting sound. The only thing going on. Next, exhale, the fingertips lower. As the knees start to straighten, you feel the weight of the head lengthening the neck. Heel toe the feet together. And with an inhalation, slow roll up to stand. Feel free to wiggle the shoulders or circle the wrists if it feels good to you right now. With an exhale, the shoulders roll back. If you'd like, interlace hands at the sacrum. With an inhalation, an invitation to sit into chair pose. With the exhale, we'll fold over the legs. If the hands are clasped, they can reach skyward or up overhead. But as you inhale, come back into your chair pose, modified with the clasp or regular. Consider lifting the toes off the mat. With the exhale, They scrunch down to the earth as you bow over the legs. Give your head a little wobble. Again, like that, with the inhale, make your way back into your chair variation. With the exhale, one more time, roll over the legs. Inhale, we'll come through chair. Release the clasp if you've got it all the way up to stand. Urdhva Hastasana. With the exhale, pull the hands past the head to the heart. In Namaste, let's pause for one deep breath. So powerful, the heart rises to meet the thumbs. With the exhalation, lower the arms to the sides. Lean into the left foot. As you inhale, drag the right toes up the inside of the left leg for tree. Go hands free, or you can use that right hand to bring the foot to land wherever it wants against the leg. With the left hand on the left hip, just give a little gentle push so that you can feel the leg pressing into the foot just as much as the foot's pressing into the leg. Now bring the hands together in front of the heart. With your next inhalation, let the breath pick that prayer up, lifting it overhead. Keep the hands pressed together or interlace the fingers and flip the palms toward the sky. Stay for an exhalation wherever you are. One more inhale. Can you get any longer, any taller? If the hands are flipped upward, press through the thumb side of the hand. And with the exhalation, draw the hands to the heart. Lower the right foot to the earth, hips width distance from the left. Drop the hands to the sides for one breath in. With the exhale, lean into the right foot. Inhale and the left foot rises, assisted or not. Just that gentle press of the right hand to bring you into alignment, to feel the adductor uniting with the soul. Anjali Mudra. Follow the inhale from the earth all the way up as it hits the heart. The palms rise. Now with this exhalation, an option to cactus the elbows or angel wing style. Inhale, and the hands meet overhead if they've moved. With the exhale, draw them down. Save some breath to lower left foot to the earth. Feel the weight instantly even out. And from the feet, the inhale flows upward. With the exhale, drop the arms down. As you inhale, let's reach straight up into Urdhva Hastasana. Unite the palms, and then bend the elbows down the back. Let the chin fall toward the chest. As you exhale, you might press the back of the head into the arms. One more inhale. And with the exhale, we'll flip that prayer around to the front, fold. Inhaling, the spine lengthens, your variation of Ardha Uttanasana. With the exhale, step the left foot back into a lunge. Inhale, and we'll take the right leg straight up into your three-legged dog. With the exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, stay, or flip by lifting the right hand. One big breath. Option to circle the foot in the sky or the right arm if it's lifted. And with the exhale, we're going to flip back through down dog if you're out of it. Step the right foot up to the outside of the right hand. Pause for a breath in. And see if you can make any subtle changes here. Have a profound effect on the stretch, on the flow of the prana. With the exhale, straighten the right knee. Maybe you flex the toes up off here. And with the inhale, come back into your lunge. Lift the right arm to the sky. As you exhale, lower the right hand or forearm. If you're coming down into a low lizard lunge, you might drop the left forearm as well. You can keep the left knee lifted, using that bit of leverage to slide the body front to back. Or you can drop the left knee to the mat. You might slide the hips just softly side to side. And if that back knee is lowered, one more option. You might take the right hand back to reach for the left toes. One more full round of breath wherever you are. Make your way back to the mat, both palms grounded, elbows lifted, left knee up. Breathe in. With the exhalation, step the left foot in between the hands. As you inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. With the exhale, fold down, Uttanasana. Inhale and we'll rise up. Let's reach straight to the sky. Palms unite, elbows bend. And with the exhale, we'll fold. Right back down, Uttanasana. Inhale as you're lengthening for Ardha. With the exhale, right foot steps back into your lunge. Inhale and the left leg sweeps up into your three-legged dog. The exhale, open the hip or take your flip. One breath, one option to circle. The exhale, we're stepping that left foot up off the left edge of the mat. Inhale, left fingers peel up toward the sky. Exhale and they lower, straighten the left knee. Inhale and we'll re-bend it. Exhale and you move into your lizard variation. Tune back into the breath as you choose where to go. As you decide if you want stillness or motion, if you'd like to lower the right knee. Maybe let your chin roll across your chest a few times. Take one more cycle, a long inhale, and exhale to match. To make your way back into that starting point where the palms are grounded. The right knee is lifted. Breathe in. And with that exhale, step the left foot back into plank pose. Inhaling, shift to the tips of the toes. As you exhale, lower your knees. Chest and chin to the earth. With an inhale, slide into cobra pose. Full exhale to lower down to the mat. And an inhale to lift into tabletop. Exhale, you'll press into child's pose. Let your forehead rest on the mat if that's comfortable. If not, feel free to stack the forearms or to send them back alongside the hips. You might sway your forehead side to side, a little relief for the brow. As you take note of where you are now, if you need any more action in the sides of the body, feel free to curl the fingertips off one edge of the mat as you send the hips in the opposite direction and then the other way. Wherever you are, with the next exhalation, slide the arms back beside you. As you inhale, roll up into Virasana, seated on the knees. The exhale, roll your shoulders back. Sit off onto the left hip and extend the right leg forward for Jani Shirsasana. So the sole of the left foot presses in to the right groin. You might take a gentle sway from right to left. As you inhale, reach up toward the sky. Turn toward the right leg. Exhale, and you'll extend out over it. You can grip the foot or the leg, or just drop the hands to the earth. If you're reaching well beyond the foot, left hand can grip the right wrist. With an inhale, allow yourself a little lift. See if you can find any more length. And with the exhale, let everything go. 2 rounds of breath. Feeling the rise and fall of the chest. Maybe spreading the toes or pressing through the heel to coordinate. With your next inhalation, let's rise. Just walk yourself up. As you exhale, drop the left hand back behind you, fingers pointing away, lean into it. Inhale, and we'll sweep the right arm skyward. Lift the hips up. As you exhale, set yourself back down again. Take both hands over to the right for a gentle counter twist. And with your inhale, center up. Bring the right sole to meet left. As you exhale, go for another wobble right to left. Inhale, and the heart lifts. The gaze follows whether the chin does or not. As you exhale, curl down into Baddha Konasana. Let your chin fall toward the chest at the bottom. Let the spine round if it wants to. You might use the elbows to encourage the knees open for just one more deep breath in and out. As you inhale, roll yourself upright. As you exhale, press the left heel forward. A full round of breath to roll around a little, to sway, to find your center. And then an inhale to reach up as if the breath were causing the ascent of the fingers. Turn toward the left leg. The exhale cushions your descent. You choose what to clasp or how to drop on this side. And with the inhale, rise a little, just to check out the view. Exhale, and you let go. Feel the breath echo through you. Next exhale, release the hands to the mat if they're not there. A full inhale to use the pressure of them to walk yourself upright. And an exhale to drop the right hand behind you, grounded so you can lean into it. The inhale lifts the hips, the heart, the left arm toward the sky. And with that exhale, gently set yourself down. Hands to the left edge of the mat, little counter twist. As you inhale, center up. Gather the knees up, plant the soles on the earth. And with the exhale, use that grip of the knees to gently lower yourself down onto your back. As the back of the head meets the mat, extend the arms up alongside it so the palms face the sky. With an inhale, ground into the toes, the balls of the feet, the heels. As you exhale, peel the hips up. The heart follows. The chin snuggles against the chest. Breathe in, and the hips might rise a little higher. Breathe out. Heart moves a touch closer to the head. One more inhale. The option to rise up onto your toes. With the exhale, slowly begin to lower back down the way you came up. If the heels are still lifted, press them into the mat. Breathe in. Slide the hips over to the right. As you breathe out, let the knees flop toward the left. Pause for one deep breath. In. Out. As you inhale, point the knees skyward, slide the hips through the center of the mat over toward the left. The exhale, the knees drop to the right. One breath in and out. Inhaling, the knees point up, the hips center. With the exhale, you decide if you need a hug of the knees or a happy baby. Legs up toward the sky, or if you're ready to rest. And if you are, how do you land? Do you just spin the heels out a bit to let the knees knock together? Do you unite the soles, allow the knees to flop open? Or do you extend the legs all the way out into Shavasana? Perhaps you've naturally landed in the same place where you began. Maybe wiggle the hips a little closer to the heels. Do you need to turn your head from side to side? Or give yourself a hug before you find that point of content, that yogic santosha, where you're able to let go of all outside and just focus on the breath flowing within. Notice the next inhalation, pour in through the nostrils. It seems to roll through the head, softening the eyes in the sockets, the tongue in the mouth. If it would feel good to sigh the breath away, open your mouth and let it go. Notice the neck releasing, shoulders melting, the weight of the arms broadening the chest. And then the chest fills easily. Every muscle between each rib expands with this one single breath. And blow the exhale away. Feel everything gently hug in towards your central axis as the awareness melts down to the lower back. The inhale gently flows up through the sacrum into the pelvis. With the lips gently closed, maybe turned up into a gentle smile. The exhale flows back out through the nose. Release in, gripping in the glutes, in the quads, in the calves, the toes. Gently, gracefully, as if you were wrapping yourself in the next breath, roll onto your right side. Cuddle your knees into your body as the left hand meets the earth in front of the heart. An inhale seems to lift you up into a seated position of your choice. The exhale, shoulders roll back, palms flip toward the sky, thumb and forefinger unite in Chin Mudra. An inhale rises from the earth, past the belly, beyond the heart, through the whole head, out the crown. The exhale just washes over you, body at ease. Breathe. With an inhale, bring your hands to your heart. As you exhale, lift them to the head. Loka samasta sukhi no bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Namaste.